We got this, everyone. It's cold, but if we, take some precautions and take care of each other, we're going to make our way through it just fine. The weather is very frigid out there, and it continues as we head into the evening. A look at our current readings at Hector International as we look in on Grand Forks, the sun peeking through those clouds there, or at least trying. It's 9 below here in Fargo. That wind, it's gusted higher than 14 miles per hour, at times 20 miles per hour, but it's just brutal. Wind chills to around 30 degrees below zero. Now let's take a look as we set up the temperatures elsewhere. First and foremost, we have the mildest air here in the south where it's 1 below insistent, but all areas reporting sub-zero temperatures as we head into the evening hours. And I think that was my hand. Yeah, okay, so we'll work on that. But in the meantime, I want to point out that our temperatures up near the international border are in the teens below. Factor in these winds that are between 10 and 20 miles per hour with gusts higher than that. And it's brutal on earlobes, noses, or any exposed skin at all. Bundle up. Wind chills are between 30 and 40 below for most. So notice this, a big change in the last little bit here that you've seen at the bottom of your screen. A wind chill warning now has been issued for most of the viewing area. So I want to point out too, a warning means it's dangerous. An advisory means, well, you can get through it, but we're almost all in the warning criteria now with wind chills that'll be better than 45 to 60 below tonight. Now, there's a weather wiggle working its way through the Central Plains. Radar right now is showing a few flakes of snow moving through southeast North Dakota and eastern South Dakota as we head into the overnight hours. Can't rule out just a little bit. This is riding on the edge of the coldest of the cold air mass, so it's working its way in. And actually, these clouds and flurries can keep us from getting as cold as fast if it's not crystal clear. And a hint as to how far south the cold air has dove into the nation's midsection. It's hugging along the Rocky Mountains through Denver and into northern Texas. And look at the pinks on the radar down here in central and southern Texas. That's freezing rain for them, and we showed the video of the mess that can cause. Let's talk about your hour-by-hour forecast this evening. Bundle up. It's already bone-chilling cold, and that will remain. The wind does taper off a bit, but there'll be enough of it around to have wind chills between 30 and 60 below zero. That's right, 60 below at times. Now, morning snapshot. White temperatures here are air temperatures, 20 below in Fargo. Notice that we will be cold as we go through the morning everywhere, but the coldest of the air up to the north and to the north and west as we go through the morning with very cold temperatures and wind chills that'll be ridiculous. Another day with sub-zero readings. Just a few clouds passing by throughout the day. Can't rule out a flurry, but all in all, it's going to be another frigid close to your work week on Friday. Speaking of which, Friday last week we fell below zero in Fargo, and we've stayed there since. We did hit a high of zero a couple days ago, but it was a negative value, so I consider that to be below zero. As we take a look at your planner tomorrow, 20 below to start, temperatures rising to 5 below. The mildest weather down to the south, but again, you'll see all locations staying sub-zero with teens below along and north Highway 200. Here's a look at the week's protracted forecast. This black air mass is very cold, sticks with us in our northern counties through the weekend. Then we get flashes of this black line, or the 0 degree line, going away. It dives all the way into Texas as we go into early next week, by the way. That's 0 degree. Right now it's just freezing. And then it's out of here as we go into the middle of the week next week. Here's what that looks like numbers-wise after we enjoy this gorgeous scene by Nick from the Wahpeton area. All right, let's focus on the planning forecast. It's going to be a cold weekend for your Valentine's Day on Sunday, the 14th. We're talking about in Fargo sticking with temperatures near 20 below here. It will be colder and closer to 30 to 35 below for many of our northern counties and out in Lakes Country as well. Air temperatures will peak near 5 to 10 below all the way through. Then Monday, after a very cold morning, President's Day starts a warming trend that'll get us close to zero, but we're above it. And Stacy, I don't know about you, but I'm really getting psyched, stoked, excited, happy. 20 above. So if you think about it, we're going to have some areas that are 40 below air temperatures going to 20. That's a 60-degree swing as we go into the middle of next week. Are you ready?
I'm so ready, Hutch. Incredible.
Right. Good.
That's even better than the 9 promised a couple days earlier.
It is, yes.
All right. Thanks so much, Hutch.